And here we go at Mile High. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Goff trying again on second and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest. He was looking for his back to Jameer Gibbs there. And things look tougher now with third and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Goff on third. Downfield is fine, St. Brown.
This
Into the red
motherfucker.
zone. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
Yeah, I forgot to fucking change that shit.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0.
I'm doing better. You
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it.
God damn it.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who takes the play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Not must-haves yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one finds his man, Ingram. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Once more, it's Nick. Sees the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Throwing again. Here's Nick. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
On
6.
3rd down, here's Hicks. Headed out right. He had it for
Oh, that's bullshit. I caught the fucking ball.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now a 4th down staring right at him. So no initial clap back, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
What?
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
He was brought down by
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
180!
Rush coming for Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And forget this first down. He's mad as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like trying to down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And his fight's good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the game. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
30 seconds. Hold on, son.
Oh.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. Our score, 6-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. They'll air it out on 3rd. On the move, hit it right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They're going for it. It's Nix.
Oh my God!
They need there. Their hand was forced. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Diving, it looks close. They say he got it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
1st
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Forced out to his right. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Screen here for Gibbs. And not much doing. He stops quickly.
It's plays like that take right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they did.
Oh, it's a fake. They're running it. And the surprise does not pay off as they're turned away on that fake, Bronc. A few points left out there potentially as they turn it over on downs.
1st and 10.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. This gets forward to around the 29. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Nix. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. He has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Captain. Hold on, son. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play fake with Hurts. He takes it himself. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Brown right side. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. On 4th down, Hurts. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Play action with Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 15 at the 25-yard line.
Offense to the line fast. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it on 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Here we go on 4th, Nix. Out wide, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back with a nice return to boot, down inside the 30. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They'll go. Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down.
From the red zone now. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. It's a game
Now, Bronx still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running is Barkley, and he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
He's almost there, but no, they stumped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first half interception. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. A give to Barkley, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And it's caught. So they try for two once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip.
Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Bombers. Oh, I said.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Nicks off the play action. Drops it down. Harvey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And again, here's Hurts. Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. And a man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Bombers. Oh, I said. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Good, shot.
One final shot before the half. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready, my son. Chill.
Back to work they go after the interception. And they pick him off again! Jahan Campbell makes the play. Will not get a pick 6. He's out of bounds just shy of the end zone.
Intercepted by the
And it
Eagles.
doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Barkley goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
To number 88.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
On the return, here's Mims. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Nix. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Rolling out to his left. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Hold my son. Ready? Right here, hut. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On third down, here's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Hold my son. Ready? Drill.
Nix with it on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 16. At the 40.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Hold my son. Ready? Right here, hut.
Third and long for him here. And they pick him off again. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles have it once again after yet another interception.
They'll take over first and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They run it with Saquon. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on the play.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So they're left facing third and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness, still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
First and 10 from the 32.
First down. It's a gain of
play action. Hurts has it. Trying for the touchdown.
First down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Barkley's got it. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll go. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here's Saquon. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Buys time, rolling right. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Eagles can rest easy with a 3-score lead. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. That one's incomplete over the middle.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. Forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Touchdown.
Defense getting in on the farm, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick
So now
off
after
for
his
Philadelphia.
second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Hold my son. Ready.
Back to the air, Nix after the pick.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hold my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Play action with Nix. That's completed right side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st
Hold my
down.
son.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Here's
Eagles'
Nix.
44-yard line.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Olay, olay, olay. Hold my son. Ready. Ready, my son.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
At the 23-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Joe. Hold my son. Ready. 180. Wait, hunt. Olay, olay, olay. Olay. Captain, 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 captain.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
And 10.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold my son. Ready. 180, hunt. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Throw here, 3rd down. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
Hold my son. Ready. 11, 11, 11. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
Here he goes, 1 final shot. He connects downfield. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
One final shot here. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted.
The two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Eagles 32, Broncos 6.
So the Eagles will